guys, we're back with another video today. Trying to produce more videos like more frequently so they're not so spaced apart. Like I'm really bad at that. I'm really gonna try hard to do that, so yeah. So my red line, as you can see, had come in like last week or something like that, so I'm gonna do some transmission fluid change, and I also got this little bushing because my short shifter rattles like fucking crazy and it is annoying as shit. And then also I'm gonna be replacing a little rubber, like those like little rubber grommet like hanger things for your exhaust, because one of mine was torn, so I just want to replace it, you know. And yes, you'll see all that. So if you've never done a transmission fluid change on a manual transmission car before, you guys will learn today, motherfuckers. Get this shit out of here. Hey, how are ya? Fucking sick. Alright, so first things first, jack that shit up. Alright, we're up. Got it all on all 4 jack stands. Make sure to use jack stands because you're gonna lose some legs. Because you should never trust a jack. Jack stand's good, jack bad. Now that the car is up in the air, let's take the short shifter off, because I'll do the fluid after, because I want to make sure that I like change it after I put the bushing in. I don't know, just kind of what I want to do. So first you're going to want to remove your shift knob. Come on, it's almost there. Ta-da! Holy shit, that took forever. Tomei, dude, sick. Next you're going to want to pop this off. Bloop, bloop. Easy as that. Alright, then you're going to see this whole assembly right here. There's 4 bolts. They're either, I think it's a 10 mil, or then there's one back there is a Phillips too. But you're supposed to have 4, but that one's missing because I think the past owner put wire through there, so. Shit. On second thought, I just got those out, but actually there's 2 screws, one right here, and where is it? One right there. And this gets rid of all this, and it just pops right off, and then it'll be easier to work around in there. Okay, so there was a screw over here, and then a screw like hidden back here. You might have one over here and one over there too, but I'm missing them, and now it can come out. Alright, so now that that's out of the way, we can, look at how dirty it is in here. JDM is fuck! But anyways, now we can take this off, and I'm going to have to clip these wires because I know what they go to. They just go to these gauge, the right to the oil pressure and oil temp, but they don't even work, so I'm just gonna clip them, and hopefully maybe I'll get a self-tapper and tap that, you know. So it is hot as shit out here, and I'm going to change because I'm still in my New England Tech apparel for school, so you know, I'm looking fly, but gotta change. So sick of it. Alright, so now you can see this, and there's 6 bolts. The other 2 are hiding under the tranny tunnel in there. I'm probably going to have to go from underneath with a flex head wrench and get those out, but I will get right back to you guys. By the way, those bolts are, oh, get the focus, 12 millimeter. Sorry about that, guys. I actually just realized that the polarizer lens was actually still on there, so now it's a little brighter in here. But I just loosened those, and then I'm going to go underneath and hit it with that flex head right under there, back there. Also, this is the time where I'm going to put some gloves on because tranny fluid and like everything in the transmission is really bad for your hands. Like the chemicals are fucking pretty brutal. Like tranny fluid's pretty gross. So, alright, so those 2 front screws are a pain in the ass. I've gotten everything loose except for this one, and the other one like doesn't even fully come out because they're just so tucked in there. So I know that like you're supposed to just drop there's like 4 bolts for the transmission mount. You just drop that, and obviously have a jack underneath. You don't want to just fucking drop it, but then slowly bring it down, and it'll give me some room. All right, so let's do it. All right, so now that I have my jack under the transmission and my 17 millimeter socket for these 4 bolts here, we can drop it down slowly. Okay, so all of the bolts are out now, so it should just pop off. Alright guys, so here it is out. I'm going to scrape off the gasket maker from the past time and then reinstall this bushing right here. I got an OEM one. Apparently it's supposed to fix the rattle. We'll see what happens because it might just be the shifter. It's pretty old. So, alright, so it's looking nice and shiny, and I already took that bushing off, and I'll put that on after, but for right now. I'm gonna let that dry off. I mean, I know it's pretty much dry, but you know what I mean. And I'm gonna go drain the training fluid. All right, so now you can see the drain plug right there. It's a 1/2-inch drive, and you want to pop that out and drain it into a bucket. All right, now that everything's drained out, put the plug back in. All right, now there is a fill plug on top of it, and you'd use one of these things. But I mean, since I'm doing the shifter bushing or whatever, I already have the shifter off, so you can fill it through there too. But what you should know is that make sure before you drain all your fluid, make sure you have a way in, because on the Mercedes, I actually drained it in the middle of winter, by the way. It was 13 degrees, and the windshield was like ridiculous. But I drained all the fluid, and then the fill plug wouldn't come out. It actually ended up stripping, and so there was no other way to get in. There's no dipstick. You can't go through the shifter. And so I was like, fuck, like, what do I do? I actually had to drop half of the transmission, kind of like what I'm doing now. And then I had to go through the reverse switch sensor. I had to pull it out, and it was this tiny little hole. It took forever, but I was able to refill it, so that was good. But just remember, make sure you have a way in before you poop it all out. Now I'm going to fill from the shifter with some Redline MT90. I had to buy 3 quarts. Everybody does like their own kind of like preference thing on like how much they put in, but Nissan spec is 2.4 quarts. I'm probably gonna put like 2.5 in just to make it like half instead of like a weird number. But yeah, so let's do it. Actually, before I do that, I'm gonna put the transmission back up and get it back on its mount, and then I'll fill it. So as you can see, it clearly needed to be changed. And the good thing is that there was no metal shavings on the drain plug. The drain plug has a magnet on it, in case you didn't know. So Mike's here now, and he just helped me fucking muscle in the transmission mount back in, and now we can fill it back up. Alright, so that hanger was hitting metal, and the actual like rubber grommet was like fucking broken anyways. So I just like wedged it between there, and now we're fucking lit, boy.
No more rubbish, boy.
So everything's back in underneath, and now to put all this shit back together. But, oh yeah, and that shifter's back in, so it's lit. Skirt.
I'm coming up fast and you know I got cash. Hit from the back while I'm using the flash. Seeing that booty in high definition. You fuck with the mob, that's a head-on collision. Drinking so much, my vision impaired. She screaming, I'm pulling your hair. Trying to get wavy, yo, damn, that's your lady?
We got the 32-inch tires right here. Gold-plated factory. No, I'm just kidding. But for real, I just bought a brand new, to me, Jeep. 38,000 miles. 3.6 V8, or V6.
Fuck
3.6 liter, fucking 285 horsepower stock. Pretty dope. It's a bigger engine. 2013.
Fucking turbo, everything. It's
turbo,
fucking, we're gonna
everything,
twin
bro.
turbo it. No, I'm kidding. Alright, so I've never been in a Jeep before, and before it gets dark, we're just gonna rip it.
Just jump right out when you're going 50.
Alright, so this is the aftermath of the intro. I haven't been back since, and this shit goes so fucking far. And it's been raining and shit. It goes all the way down. Alright, that was fucking lit, and now we're gonna put this shit back together. So as you can see, everything's back together. Mike's about to leave, but we're gonna take it for a quick rip. So, low and slow, like and subscribe, boys.